It looks like the more things change, the more they stay the same, or at least in Vegeta's case. Once again, we have yet another Vegeta-like clone slash copy slash takeover, as Copy-Vegeta is born through the bodily absorption of the original Vegeta, as Goten, Trunks, and even Monaka are in danger as Copy-Vegeta looks to take center stage at battling the original Vegeta and, of course, Goku. Welcome, Dragon Ball fans, to my official Dragon Ball Super Episode 45 review and breakdown entitled Vegeta Disappears, the menace of Copy-Vegeta, leading into next week's episode of Episode 46, getting ever so closer to the return of Future Trunks, which was said to be the darkest story within Dragon Ball Super thus far. Whether or not that's true or not, it's yet to be seen until he actually shows up. Some would call these episodes filler-like material only because nothing major is happening, but I believe that there is much needed build-up, especially leading into Future Trunks' return, that I believe that there might be some foreshadowing from the last couple of episodes that might transition into what's coming in the next arc. So, especially in the recent episodes. Now, a fair warning that this video will contain lots of spoilers, so if you don't want anything ruined for you, simply fast forward the video, go watch the episode for yourself, and come back so we can talk more Dragon Ball Super. Don't cry in the comments about being spoiled by the thumbnail or by what's being said, because nothing is being said or shown that you guys don't already know. The translations to this episode, in case you guys are wondering how I was able to pick up on the dialogue prior to the subs coming out, was translated by none other than Herms98 on Twitter. As always, he provides us with the translations first, so thank you, sir, so much for that. The subs will be out later on today. Kiss Anime, AnimeRush.tv, watch it and enjoy. All in all, this episode was very fun. Now be sure to check out the description down below for lots of goodies, updates, and contact information to where you guys can interact with me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and of course talk more Dragon Ball Super. Don't send me any more nudes of Android 18 anymore, guys, please, or Mira or Toa or whatever the case may be, because people have been going crazy requesting nude what if battles, which is pretty insane. But going deeper into this episode, guys, now we have relatively just about maybe 2 weeks or so until Future Trunks returns, and then we'll have more information as to what's going on with this whole Black Goku character and whatnot. But going and just judging based on this episode alone, having a look at what Vegeta was capable of, especially Copy-Vegeta. Now, I'll be honest, guys, we've seen Vegeta like just have many different crossovers over the years. We had Evil Saiyan Prince Vegeta, we had Majin Vegeta, we had Baby Vegeta, and now we have Copy-Vegeta. So many different variations of Vegeta, always having to be the bad guy, attacking people and whatnot. In this episode, however, it was pretty cool to see the way he was actually going about his plans. He was trying to kill everybody until Goku showed up. But from the beginning, we get to see the original Vegeta attempt the Galagun attack, and of course it failed because he had no power to do so, until we saw Copy-Vegeta try to attempt the exact same move, and he executed it very well, which, mind you, also goes to show that everything Copy-Vegeta has came from Vegeta itself. So I'm pretty sure that he knows most of Vegeta's moves, if not all of his moves, including the Big Bang attack, the Final Flash and stuff, and he executed the Galagun very well. And between Copy-Vegeta and Copy-Grill, it almost seemed as if Copy-Grill was giving Copy-Vegeta orders because he wanted him to go on ahead and absorb the boys, and right as Copy-Vegeta was going to go on ahead and absorb Goten and Trunks, he sees Trunks and then he stops. Momentarily he stops. Jocko makes the save. He shoots off Copy-Vegeta, momentarily just stunning him until everyone gets away, which was very interesting because Vegeta didn't have enough power to do anything. But here's the thing about Copy-Vegeta and Copy-Grill. The purple liquid that's attacking everyone is actually the superhuman water, which also multiplies the host's powers hundreds of times over, which gives the copied version of the original product more of an advantage because their powers are multiplied over the host itself, which is kind of like weird at the same time because, I mean, where was this purple water from the get-go, right? But nevertheless, we get to see everyone talking about where this purple water stems from and its origins and how it was brought about. But even with that being said, Vegeta asked Pottage 2 questions, one being, why did Copy-Vegeta hesitate to absorb Trunks? And Pottage explains that Copy-Vegeta simply copied his spirit as well, so he does retain Vegeta's memories, hence why he was so kind of excited yet, you know, really pissed off when he saw Goku, which was really funny because Goku thought that Copy-Vegeta was original Vegeta and he got mixed up and stuff, and that's why he recognized Trunks, because ultimately enough his memories are retained. The one thing I will say about Goten and Trunks in this episode was the fact that they were underutilized, and I'm gonna go on a little mini rant here. Like, if you're gonna introduce a fusion like Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, a being that was, I mean, arguably enough, was able to stand up against someone like Super Buu, and Super Buu being an incredibly powerful foe, I get the fact that the superhuman water is supposed to multiply the host's powers by hundreds of times over and whatnot, and we do know by now that Gotenks probably isn't as strong as he was in Dragon Ball Z. However, being that he's a Super Saiyan 3 and being that he has incredible techniques and whatnot, he was able to do little to no damage to Copy-Vegeta in this episode, which again, like the way he was beat out of his fusion was kind of stupid if you ask me, because Gotenks didn't seem to have any offense at all. He was trying to punch Copy-Vegeta over and over again, but to no avail. He missed almost every single shot, and even when he clubbed Vegeta in the head, he still had no effect as to what was going on. But every single time Copy-Vegeta would hit Gotenks, Gotenks would suffer so much, even to the point where he got beat down. He got beat out of his fusion. So thus far in Dragon Ball Super, guys, Gotenks has been beat out of his fusion multiple times, and that truly sucks, because at the end of the day, what does that do for Gotenks' character? Nothing. There's no character development, there's no character build-up, there's tons of power inconsistency. How strong is Gotenks now compared to how he was in Dragon Ball Z? We don't know, because there is a giant power gap. Is he stronger? Is he weaker? How strong is Copy-Vegeta compared to regular Vegeta? We don't know. I mean, the superhuman water does increase your strength hundreds of times, so does that have an effect as to what's going to happen with Goku in episode 46? We don't know, but I mean, just more or less enough, we saw Gotenks try. He attempted to try to fight off Copy-Vegeta, and Copy-Vegeta just made him seem like the biggest scrub amongst like everyone in that group. So even Jocko himself, Jocko was able to catch Copy-Vegeta off guard just for a moment for them to get away, and to see Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks get treated the way he did, that just sucks for me, honestly. It was really cool to see Copy-Vegeta, you know, attempt and actually do the Galagon attack. But even with that said, the second Goku showed up, that's when all hell broke loose. You know, just Copy-Girl wanted Copy-Vegeta to absorb Goku's powers, and being that, you know, Copy-Vegeta has absorbed the spirit of the original Vegeta, he still has his pride, he still has his memories, and he still has the ambition to fight and kill Goku. So that's exactly what Copy-Vegeta wants to do. But the question is, can Copy-Vegeta do it? I mean, he's looking forward to squaring off against Goku nonetheless, and he just refuses to absorb Goku's powers, which is what Copy-Girl wanted. That is until Copy-Vegeta declares that he was obsolete, and of course proceeded to murder him, which was pretty cool. So nevertheless, in next week's episode, we get to see Goku and Copy-Vegeta collide, which again, I mean, we've all wanted to see Goku and Vegeta fight, so I think that this is the closest thing that we're going to be getting to Goku versus Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super, because I don't think that these two are going to fight again. I don't think there's a reason to anymore. I mean, yeah, I get it. Vegeta wants to always, you know, surpass Goku. He always wants to be one step ahead of him, but nevertheless, this was shades of like Majin Vegeta and Babidi, because that was very similar to like what, you know, Copy-Girl wanted out of Copy-Vegeta, and that was to absorb Goku's powers. And as he said no, that surely brought me back to Majin Vegeta and Babidi, because Babidi wanted, you know, for Vegeta to do their bidding, and of course he didn't want to do that, and that's why he rebelled against Babidi. So like, just tons of references going back to Dragon Ball Z in my opinion. And people were talking about, well, this is such a ripoff of GT because, you know, Baby Vegeta this and Baby Vegeta that. I assure you that this has nothing to do with Baby Vegeta. This is completely different. I mean, a Tuffle and superhuman water are two very different things, so don't misconstrue both of them, because Baby was a parasite. He was a parasitic organism, and of course the purple liquid being superhuman water that, you know, doubles your strength. So two very different things. You know, Monaka once again lost consciousness when Gotenks became a Super Saiyan 3, which was funny as hell, because they were wondering like, hey, what's going on? Even Gotenks was like waving his hand around, and Monaka seems to be losing consciousness every single time something like this happens. Similar to when Goku fired off the Kamehameha wave and transformed at the Universal Tournament, Monaka lost consciousness, and again, once he saw Gotenks become a Super Saiyan 3, he just lost his shit and just like completely knocked himself out. But either way, next week we're gonna have Vegeta versus Goku, and I'm really curious as to if Copy-Vegeta can actually transform. I don't know if a lot of you guys actually thought about that for a second, but if Copy-Vegeta is actually able to transform into a Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, possibly Super Saiyan Blue, which I highly doubt, but then again, if he's able to retain Vegeta's spirit, his memories, his feelings, his powers, why not be able to retain his transformations as well? I highly doubt, I really highly doubt that these two are going to fight at a much higher level other than base form, but what I do think is going on here is the fact that this whole copy stuff is just being used as, in my opinion, filler for what's coming in the future Trunks arc. We have a brand new villain who is supposed to make a grand entry, and was actually said to be one of the darkest stories within Dragon Ball Super. So whatever they have planned for the future Trunks story arc is going to be saved for that, whereas opposed to now we're going to have like little mini enemies and stuff. We're going to have like little mini stories, nothing major, because again, I do believe that they're saving that for the future Trunks story. Even though when Copy-Vegeta fought Goku in this episode, it looked kind of cool, because when they first collided and they trade kicks, we get to see like this giant explosion happen because just on their kicks alone, and then we get to see, you know, Copy-Vegeta kind of outpace Goku during the early get-go of this, but nevertheless, I think that Goku's going to overcome this, in which case it sucks because I do want to see Vegeta versus Vegeta, but we're getting Goku versus Copy-Vegeta. So either way, guys, it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to fare up in base form. But for this episode, however, I am very, very disappointed on Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I mean, here I thought he was going to do a little bit more damage, but it just turns out that he was just a scrub. He was a scrub. He was only put there just to be used as a punching bag, sort of say, for Copy-Vegeta until Goku stepped in. Again, Goku making the save. A lot of people are going to be like, oh man, Goku's making the save again. What the hell's going on? Vegeta just sitting there, you know, not doing anything and stuff. I completely get that. But nevertheless, I mean, I think that the story going on here doesn't really apply much. It's not really going to matter, especially going into the future Trunks story, which I believe is going to matter even more. But what are your overall thoughts on this episode thus far? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys hate it? What are your overall thoughts? Comment down below and let me know, everybody. Thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content like this and more reviews, what if battles, and discussions. If you guys enjoyed, smash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tune in for more. Again, next week's episode, we're going to have Goku versus Vegeta, in which I believe will be the conclusion and the climax of this whole superhuman water stuff, which again, I really doubt that this is going to probably tie in with, you know, future Trunks, although I believe that the superhuman water will be saved and retained by our heroes and used later on down the road, but as of right now, I really doubt that Copy-Vegeta is going to survive, or if he's going to absorb Goku's powers. But what I do think is going to happen here, obviously, is Goku's going to defeat Copy-Vegeta, and that'll be the end of that one. Again, not too much to this episode from beginning to end, but leave your thoughts down below, guys, as to what you guys predict is going to happen in next week's episode. Again, thank you all for watching. Tune in for the next update, and I'll be seeing you all later, guys. Take it easy. Peace.